Boa noite, amigos do canal Futebol Virtual Games. A noite é de eliminatórias para a Copa do Mundo 2018-2019. Ontem começou as eliminatórias da quarta rodada e hoje vamos dar sequência à quarta rodada das eliminatórias para a Copa do Mundo Virtual. Lembrando que hoje teremos 12 jogos. A lista de jogos está aqui na comunidade do canal, também na nossa página no Facebook. Primeiro jogo, um clássico britânico, Inglaterra contra Escócia. Lembrando a vocês que o Brasileirão Virtual ele volta na próxima quinta-feira com a Série B Virtual. E na sexta tem o Brasileirão Série A. Amanhã tem jogos da World League. E na terça, a Libertadores da América Virtual com pentagonal final. Mas agora o assunto é eliminatórias. Inglaterra contra a Escócia é o primeiro jogo desta noite. Deixa sua curtida, inscreva-se no canal Futebol Virtual Games e clique no sininho. A tabela eu sempre publico na comunidade aqui do canal, também na nossa página no Facebook. E durante a transmissão eu vou deixando aqui no chat para vocês. Então vamos aí com Inglaterra e Escócia, o primeiro jogo de 12 desta noite de eliminatórias para a Copa do Mundo no continente europeu. E você vai torcer para quem? Para a Escócia ou para a Inglaterra? Você vai torcer para a Escócia, hashtag English Team. Você vai torcer para a Escócia, hashtag Scottish Team.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. The Emirates, which has become such a fine landmark, a part of the North London scenery. And we rise now for the English national anthem. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
I'm sitting here, Peter, thinking, is it possible for these two to meet under friendly circumstances? This exhibition match is likely to exhibit the same old rivalry. To me, it also has the same feel to it, and I'm pretty sure we can look forward to what will be a combative, high-intensity affair. We can't really say anything negative about this, and if it is full on, then I'll be happy to watch that.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Kyle Walker. Trippier. Dele Alli. Going through. And he's been judged offside.
He may have been caught offside, but, well, Peter, from experience, defenders, I can tell you, hate those runs in behind.
Griffiths. Can't get the better of his opposite number.
Griffiths really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Kane. He's left his man. And it's Dele Alli. And that's been levered clear. Trippier pumps it into the area. Robertson. Forward it goes. Kane. Oh, well played, he saw that coming. Out wide to the right. That's a throw.
Scotland have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's they thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Sterling. MacArthur plays it forward. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Now it's Sterling. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Morrison spreads it towards the left. Nicely measured pass. Going for goal! Goal! Scotland! And Scotland are in front. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Scotland give themselves the perfect start. Can they build on it?
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand. And just listen.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? Dyer plays it out to the wing. He's made sure that that won't get through. Now a chance to break. And he's going long. Defence has got rid of that. They've played it short, puts in a cross. Henderson goes upfield. Kane takes control of it and he's on the move. Kane threads one through, and it's Rose. He's left his man. Oh, he's in! Morrison can hoist it clear. Referee's given a throw. Going through. Trippier crosses in a low one. And that has been clubbed away. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's half-time here. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
start of the second half.
Well, it seems like the perfect situation for fortune favouring the brave. 45 minutes to pack in enough risk-taking to get this match turned around. It's very doable.
Sterling! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Sterling cannot be a happy chappy, and you can understand why. The run was stoic, and it should have been heroic.
MacArthur. Kearney. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Robertson. MacArthur. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Dele Alli. Aimed long and direct. Now it's Sterling. Kane. Well read, he sorted that out. Whose ball? Who's going to get that? Rose. Danger averted for now. And it's Dyer. Hits one! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Forward it goes. Ritchie. And he's on a charge. And help's available out wide. It's out for a goal kick. Griffiths. Sterling. Tries to get it forward quickly. Walker sticks in a foot to win it back. Morrison. Just a quarter of an hour to play. MacArthur pushes it out wide. Griffiths! Griffiths! It just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Aimed long and direct. Has he picked him out? Surely a shoots! That really should have hit the net. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Drilled in low.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's Henderson. Now it's Kane. It's Kane! We've got a goal! They have stolen level at the last!
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Danny Rose is desperately calling for it out. And that is that. A very good game of football. No winner, but both sets of fans have got their money's worth. Fine entertainment, and it ends all square. The end of the game. Reflections?
Yeah, I think the first thing to say is that the draw was about the right result. It had everything you want in a clash of this nature, the commitment, the passion, great ebb and flow to the game, and I think everybody can go home with a little bit of satisfaction from this.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. And from the team sheet, we derive that they are going with a 3-4-3 formation, Jim.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this shape, Peter. Managers that set up this way are willing to back their players to execute what is an aggressive attacking intent. Goals are very much in mind, while you hope to keep outscoring the opposition, knowing you're probably bound to let a few in, but essentially this is real front foot football and can be very exciting.
There's the whistle, and here we go. He's pulled him up for that challenge. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. close. Oh, good interception. Campbell. Kurtic. Campbell.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Beershah, he's left his man. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Tries to get it forward quickly. 0-0 still, and little doubt about which manager will be the happier right now. He's got the ball, he's got the space. Ilicic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Alex Ilicic. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Ilicic gets into some space. It's a loose ball. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Ilicic. Plays it out to the wing. Kurtic is desperately calling for it out wide. Stuck out a leg for a good challenge. The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. It's come loose.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Keeper's got good distance on that. That's been won straight back. Alex Ilicic. Beershah. Dashing forward at pace. He's got away.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
That'll be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Reflections on the first half?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Aimed long and direct. One! He scores! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs!
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Sticks in a foot to win it back. Forward it goes. Is it in? Oh, and he's got good distance. Who's chasing? Right through the middle. Now a chance to break.
Slovenia showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
And now they can launch a counter. Aimed low and direct. Can he put it away? Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Well, there's going to be a change now with the ball out of play. So that's 2 now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Loose ball, who's going to get that? Big chance! Shoots! Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
Oh, look, it's always great to see a solo effort with a goal. It's the ideal combination of pace and control.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Now it's Beersha. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's got through to him. And he's onside. Ilicic has a hit. Oh, taken with style.
An exhibition in how to finish with a minimum of fuss.
Time for a change in personnel.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Slovenia give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Josip Ilicic. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Back to the keeper, and try something new. Then back to the keeper. Just wouldn't be beaten there. And that's that. So they have their win. They had all the answers to whatever the opposition threw at them, and the result followed inevitably. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, I have to admit, Peter, that I had this marked down as a draw at best, but their tactical approach and industry was superb.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
And that gets things running. Forward it goes. The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hit long and direct. Looking for space out wide. And he's there to cut it out. Aimed long and direct. Hampshire.
Midway through the first half, and there's an impotence about this game that's causing me concern, and probably most of the stadium too. Let's just hope that by the end it'll have been forgotten.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. He'll have it! Saved only by poor finishing.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Just brushed off the ball there. Plays it out to the wing. Looks to clip it forward. Neat exchange. Heads it! Oh, not the best of headers.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Battles to win it back. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Forward it goes. And the weighted pass. He's gone for it! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Hamsik knocks it away. It's a loose ball. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's got through. Has it out wide now. Massive leap! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Slovakia head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
It's come loose. Tries to get it forward quickly. Ball's loose, who's getting there? He's got options out wide. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Hamsik goes looking. Going through. Duda. 0-0 the score, and we're just about done. A deeply frustrating game. Oh, real chance! He's had a go! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Hamsik! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Hamsik certainly could have and should have made more of that.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. He's found his man. Crowd calling for him to shoot. And he's made sure that that won't get through. He's on his way. Has a hit! Over to the left. Aimed long and direct. Here it comes. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Cerner, out wide to the right. He slid it through.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
The shot's on! And the ball's come out!
Slovakia showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now. Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
And now they can launch a counter. Out to the left it goes. There is the final whistle. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Slovakia may have approached this game as a probable win, Peter, and didn't address the basics properly that may have achieved it.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Israel braced for their anthem. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1. And it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
So that's got things underway. He's not going to get that. Out for a throw. Battles to win it back. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Hemed. He's got away. Crunching tackle. Chance to break. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Keeper's got good distance on that. Oh, good interception. Ball's loose, who's getting there? And the counter is on.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Can he finish? He's done very well to get to that. And it's hoisted clear. Tries to get it forward quickly. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Plays it long. Lovely bit of skill. A chance to play it in. And he just whacks it away. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Dinks one in, gets it back. Well, that's where he wants it. Cuts it out. Forward it goes. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Danger averted for now. And that's been won straight back. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Gets it into the middle. That wasn't the greatest of balls. Xhaka. Decent progress down the left. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. It's come loose. Good challenge, he just stood firm. That's one way of trying to... And the half-time whistle goes. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Already up and running for the second half.
Albania clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Hemed. Aimed long and direct. It's a loose ball. Gets it back. Big chance! Back of the net! And the second half is off to a flyer.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
So we have our breakthrough.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Promising move that. Good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Away from immediate danger. And it's been taken straight back. Forward it goes. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
He's left his man. Out wide to the right. Played back in. Israel claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on.
Israel are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Out to the left it goes.
Albania are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Some good play on the left-hand side now to profit from it. Deftly done. And it's got through. Knocks it away. And it's Xhaka. Gets into some space. Massive leap!
Albania have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Hits one! And that is that. Always in the balance, and in the end, one goal was enough. They are narrowly beaten.
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, good evening to you, and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid, and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
And we're underway. Lichtsteiner. Rugani with the slide tackle there. Pellegrini. Now it's Insigne. He's got away. Now it's Immobile. Immobile! Saved only by poor finishing.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Lorenzo Insigne. Pellegrini. Immobile. Out to the left it goes.
Italy have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
Daniels. Pushes it out wide. Darmian as well to read it and intercepts. Lichtsteiner. Loose ball, who's going to get there? And it's hoisted clear. Just brushed off the ball there. Plays it through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Goes for the cross. He's gone for it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Strong punch. Looks to set. Heads it! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
He's made certain that won't get through. He's found his man. Now it's Immobile. Lorenzo, can he put it away? This could fall anywhere. Another throw-in. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. And it's Immobile. Candreva. It's Candreva! He's got away with one there. Damian. Gorgeous control there. Now it's Insigne. Pellegrini plays it out to the wing. It's gone a long way up and away. Costa. Great challenge. It's a loose ball. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. That is good defending. It's been repelled. Italy. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. The start of another 45 minutes.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
And it's a corner. So the ball's gone out of play, and a change is upcoming. Away from immediate danger. And it's Jorginho. Tries to get it forward quickly. A real chance to break. Bonucci. Marco Verratti. Verratti. Now it's Immobile. Immobile plays it out to the flank. Crowd calling for him to shoot. Plenty waiting in the middle. Meets it first time! Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Shade too heavy, keeper could pick that up. Looking for space out wide. Bonucci gets it away. In comes the cross. Firmly met. Lorenzo Insigne. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Boots it to safety. And it's Bonaventura. He's come loose. He's left his man.
Italy merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
It's gone for a throw-in. It's the through ball. Going through. Philip! It's anyone's ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Decent looking ball. He's made sure that that won't get through. Bonaventura clips. Can he finish? Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
Stoppage time, and it is still 0-0. Out wide to the right. Crunching tackle. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, that was an exercise in teamwork, cohesion and doggedness, Peter, a refusal to accept defeat.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Unmistakably, this is the Camp Nou, staging a game in the way only the Camp Nou can. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball, and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
And we're underway. Silva. Daniel Carvajal. Sergio Busquets.
Diego Costa really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
And that's been won straight back. Out to the left it goes. Iniesta. And it's Diego Costa. Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba. He's left his man. It's out for a goal kick. Silva, looking to penetrate opposition lines. Diego Costa. Costa! Goal! Spain! First blood drawn.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Spain take the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Loose. Diego Costa. Costa, and he's searching through. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Isco goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Aimed long and direct. Over to the left. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Koke. And it's Silva. Busquets gets it back. Carvajal, great challenge. Koke. Forward it goes. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Spain come in, having established that lead, a game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Oh, crossbar! Oh, taken with style! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, the cross was inch perfect, and the header unerring.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Spain get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And it's Pandev.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Gets wrestled off the ball.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And there's a long ball. Danger averted for now. It'll be a throw-in. First substitutions will be coming up pretty soon. Iniesta. Now it's Isco going through. It's Isco! And that certainly packed a punch. Pandev spreads it towards the left. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Real chance to break. Tries to dink it in. And it's hoisted clear. Boots it to safety. Sergio Ramos. That's the sort of defending that is going to upset the opposition. It already has, actually.
Yeah, Peter, and it looks like
he's gone for goal. That's a lovely try, but not to be.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Stuck out a leg for a good challenge. Isco plays it long. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Done very well to intervene. Now it's Koke. Right through the middle. Silva! And the ball's come out. There is the final whistle. Spain did it. Terrific team effort to satisfy both the boss and the fans. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, we knew there was a sizable gap in the quality of both squads, and the story was told in predictable fashion.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. So Jim Beglin, what is your interpretation of the way they appear to be lining up?
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end.
So that's got things underway. Just brushed off the ball there. Hernandez. Defour. Sergi. That's a decent ball. That's surely a foul. Free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Has a hit! Goes for goal! Oh, the ball's come loose!
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
No goals as yet. Walker-Peters. It's a loose ball. Dinks one in. It's out for a goal kick. Hernandez. Sergi. Defour. And it's got through. It's come loose. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. It into the area, and he just whacks it away. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Gets his foot in there. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Plays it out to the flank. Looks to thread it through. And the ball is out of play. Hernandez. Gets into a dangerous position. Nicely measured pass. Went in for a slide tackle and executed it cleanly. And we've reached half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Hernandez. We're still waiting for a goal to report here. It's one! Oh, terrific run to latch onto it, but the finish is all wrong.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. loose. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side shoots!
Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Clears it out of harm's way.
Walker-Peters.
Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Tries to get it forward quickly. Defour. Chance to break. Defour.
Walker-Peters.
Now a chance to break. It's a loose ball. So who's he picking out? And a shot! Knocks it away. Chooses to go back. They are. He hits it! And that's off target. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Walker-Peters.
He's made sure that that won't get through.
Hernandez.
Plays it out to the wing. Defender's on the back foot. He's left his man. There is the final whistle. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goalless. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. And the lineup's suggestion that it's going to be a 3-4-3 formation.
Yeah, I'm a fan of this shape, Peter. Managers that set up this way are willing to back their players to execute what is an aggressive attacking intent. Goals are very much in mind, while you hope to keep outscoring the opposition, knowing you're probably bound to let a few in. But essentially, this is real front foot football and can be very exciting.
So that's got things underway. Meunier. De Bruyne. Lukaku pushes it out wide. And it's De Bruyne. Great challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Looking to dink it in. It's their first effort on goal.
De Bruyne clearly thought he could deceive the keeper, but not like that.
Gone a long way up and away. Fence has got rid of that. Alderweireld goes looking.
Mertens really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
More than happy to take the muscular approach. It's a loose ball, gets wrestled off the ball. Forward it goes. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Out for a throw. Plays a clever pass. Fires it in low. And he's cut it out. Hits one! Good challenge, he just stood firm. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's Meunier. He's managed to get that all wrong. Tar. Clearance and very necessary, and it's been taken straight back. Now it's Lukaku. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's come loose. Oh, that's a waste. They've played it short. Hazard displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think...
Lukaku! Marvellous goal!
And grabbing that opening goal so close to half-time too affords them that extra little psychological edge. And when it's one of your main men that's doing the damage, it just grows the togetherness and it grows the spirit.
Absolutely thundered in. Keeper, no chance.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
Belgium take the lead, 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Over to the left. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Belgium, I suspect, will be a little irked that they haven't established a bigger lead. However, they have the ability and personality to fix that.
Belgium, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. Shots on, he's good for it! What about it? They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, if anyone in this stadium thinks they haven't got value for money, I give up.
Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. He's left his man. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Company can hoist it clear. Shakes the shoots. Aimed long and direct. It looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Khan. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Mertens. Oh, good interception. Gets it upfield. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
He's found his man.
Oh, great defending, that needed doing.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Nicely controlled.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's Mertens. Plays it out to the wing. Mertens. Meunier. Belgium don't have many options and time is running out.
Belgium merit full marks for their attitude.
And that's that. Well, no winner here, but an intriguing game. The result probably a fair reflection. It has finished all square. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
A rather flat performance for me when we expected something a lot stronger. I think they thought the win would just come to them, and it didn't.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. As you can see, we are getting through the pre-match formalities and processes, the players coming onto the field for the usual fanfare and handshakes and so on. Conditions absolutely perfect. Temperatures are kind enough. It is an absolute picture under the floodlights here, and the match that follows ought to follow suit. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. And so, the national anthems. Well, they have thrown down the gauntlet with that anthem. Now to match it. How are you reading this formation, Jim Begley?
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball, and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
So it's away we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I think Edin Dzeko is the one to keep an eye on. His game is all about goals, although he does make other contributions, of course. But can he step it up to a ruthless level and be regarded as one of the very best? That's the question we might be asking later.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Taxidis. Cuts it out. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Going through. Now it's Taxidis. There's no flag, it's Taxidis!
Again, let me mention what a wonderful stop the goalkeeper pulled off there. Really wonderful.
A real chance to break. Well, there's something you don't see every day. Forward it goes.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Taxidis. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Crosses in a low one. Towering header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Taxidis did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Just half an hour in now, so it is still 0-0. And the flag has stayed down. Crosses in, massive leap! That's a half-decent try.
Dzeko certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And it's Dzeko. Aimed long and direct. And here's the chance to counter. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. He's got away. Can he put it away? Ball's out on the left now. And back to base. Sunic. And the whistle goes for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Gets things going for the second half. So deadlock still as the second half begins. Now it's Pjanic. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he was thinking about headlines, I'm sure, but he ought to focus more on breaking lines.
He's got options out wide. Up for the header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Greece know they can rely on the counter, and they've just expressed a warning.
Bosnia and Herzegovina have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
Pjanic. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. That's been won straight back. And it's Pjanic. He's made sure that that won't get through. Dzeko, chance! Oh, hits one! It's anyone's ball. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that.
And he's going long.
Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel for him, Peter. It's ended in some embarrassment.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one.
Well, you can't ask for much better than that, Peter. Bang, bang, two in double quick time.
He's got the ball glued to his feet. Whose ball? Who's going to get there?
Greece are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Just brushed off the ball there. Dzeko. Goes looking. Hit long and direct. Here it comes.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Gets it back. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. And it's Tachidis. They are right into last chance territory.
Greece need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Always in the balance, and in the end, one goal was enough. They are narrowly beaten. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter. Very competitive, open and entertaining, and a little debating room as to whether the outcome was fair.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.